Are you looking for homes in the Niagara region? In this video, I'm going to show you how donerealestate.com can save you 5 hours a week when you are searching for homes and give you access to realtor-only information, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. You can even schedule showings, get property valuations, and so much more. Stay tuned as you're not going to want to miss this. What's up everyone, my name is Koukun Unosawa and I'm a realtor and mortgage broker here with the Done Real Estate Group. If you have any questions navigating the real estate market, feel free to click pause and reach out to me using the contact information in the description below. Alright, let's get into it. So here we are on donerealestate.com. This is our real estate listing website, and it's connected to the MLS data from both the Niagara Real Estate Board as well as the Toronto Real Estate Board. So any listings that are listed by realtors on either of those boards will show up here. And it also has agreements, with multiple other boards so that even if a Hamilton realtor lists a property in Niagara, it will show up here. One of the cool things about this website is that it does update every 5 minutes. So if a new listing comes on the market within 5 minutes, it should show up here on our website, so you'll never miss a new listing coming up, a price adjustment, or when a property gets sold, you will see the most accurate information. Some websites, you'll see a property for sale and then it turns out it's sold out 3 months ago. That will not happen on this website. So one of the best features about this website is in our property search section. So in this property search section, this is where you can put a detailed search to see exactly the properties you may be interested in. Now, at any point during this process, if you have a question, you can always feel free to call us and we can actually set this up on your behalf as well. So if you let us know your search criteria, we can make sure that it's properly set up to provide you the listings that you'd be interested in. So for example, let's say you are looking here in the Niagara region and say, you are looking for homes in Niagara Falls, say Niagara-on-the-Lake, and let's include St. Catharines as well. Now, let's put in your criteria. For example, if you are someone moving from out of town, maybe you're a retiree, and say you have a fairly decent budget, so you're looking at homes over $1 million, you need at least 2 bedrooms, and for example, you are looking for a bungalow style property where everything is on one level. So we can select raised bungalow, regular bungalow, bungalow loft. That should do it. And let's include 1-story homes as well, just for the heck of it. The challenge with this is sometimes realtors incorrectly list what type of property they are. So by filtering it down too much, you may actually miss some good opportunities. But let's do that for now. Everything else, we can kind of leave it. Let's say you want a detached home, because there are many homes like this that may be townhouses. So if you want a detached home, you can do that. I didn't mention, but at the top here, there are multiple types of property searches as well. So if you're an investor looking for multi-residential, that's there. If you're looking for a condo, that's there. If you're looking for commercial properties or land, you can sort of filter down by those criteria and then further filter down by exactly what you want. So we've done this. Let's put a price limit of say $2 million, right? So that it's more relevant. You don't see the $10 million listings, and let's click search. All right, so this was pretty good. So you see there's 26 properties available for sale. This is Niagara-on-the-Lake, Niagara Falls, and St. Catharines. It defaults to the highest price, but I'd recommend put the newest properties first. So this way you're seeing the most recent listings that have hit the market. It's the same 26 properties. So you can see there are some pretty decent homes here, sort of in that $1 million to $2 million range. And now if you're a first-time buyer, don't get intimidated by this. You can definitely put in price range under $500,000 and those properties will show up as well. But say for example, this is perfect. You like these homes. None of them necessarily stand out to you, but this is sort of the criteria that you want. What you can then do is click save this search here at the top left-hand corner. You can name this whatever you want, but for example, Niagara homes bungalow 1 to 2 million, and we can leave it as daily. So daily means that every day you're going to get an email from donerealestate.com with the updates to listings within your criteria. So if a new listing pops up, you're going to see the list of those new listings, and if there are price changes. So say some of the listings that were there was a drop in the price, you will be able to see just those listings in the email every day. So it's just a daily update. And if there's any that are of interest to you, if you click it, it will bring you back to this website so you can look at the full details of the property. So let's go ahead and save this search here. Your search has been saved. Perfect. Say you like this first property, right? What you can do if you want to save it so that you can come back to this property later is you can click add to favorites. And then when you go to the top, that little person icon there, you can see saved searches, which was what we just did. So you can go there and update any saved searches here, or you can go to favorite properties and you can see exactly the properties that you favorited. So over time, you can build a list of homes that you favorited just to see, what's happening with those properties. Are the prices going down? Now, when it does sell, it does get removed from here. Just something to keep in mind. This website will only keep information of active or conditionally sold properties, and it will let you know if it's conditionally sold. Let's go a little bit further and open that property. So this is the property that you like, you're interested in. Let's say you're looking for some information about the property that is not available on this website here. What you can do is click request information. This should populate with your information, and then you can in the comments say I'm interested in this property, or for example, what is the property tax for this address, right? And you can click continue. So when you do that, I will get a notification of that request, and I try to get back to all information requests usually within 24 hours or the next business day. So I definitely keep an eye to see any sort of request for information. My admin staff as well are also keeping track. So if there's any information that's not on the website itself, feel free to reach out. We're happy to pull that for you. Provided we have access to it, we're happy to share it. And next, there's the schedule a showing option. So say you really like this property, you want to go see it. What you can do is you can click on the date that you are interested in. There's no time, because what's going to happen as soon as you select a date, for example, and click schedule a tour, our team will get that notification and will reach out to you right away. And then we'll connect you to one of our realtor partners we work closely with that is available on that day and can take you to go see that property. So we work with a few realtors who are very experienced here in the Niagara region, and they'll be able to show you that property right away. Now, finally, for example, say you have a property you need to sell as well. What you can do is insert the information here in the how much is your home worth section. So for example, let's put in 41 Center Street in St. Catharines. This was one of the first homes that I actually lived in when I moved here to the Niagara region. And then what will happen here is it'll ask you, to put in a bit of details about your property. So say it's a single family home. It had 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It was about 1,100 square feet. Again, rough estimates. You don't need to put anything there. This was in fair shape back when I lived there. And then you can see, click get valuation. So as soon as you do this, same as with the information request, it will come in here to our team, and then our team will reach out to you to schedule a time where we can go see your property, take a couple of notes. But depending on the purpose of your valuation request, for example, if you're doing a refinance, or if you're trying to get a mortgage or something like that, based on your needs, we can play it by ear. Typically, what we like to do is a 2-step valuation, which is we'll come to your home, take some notes, get some details about the property, come back to our office here, put together a package for you to say exactly here's the range of prices and here's some comparable sales, so that you have a fair idea about your property. Now, finally, there is a little bonus here where we have a resources tab on our website. So on this resources tab, we have our buyer's guide, our seller's guide, and our beginner's guide to creating a legal basement apartment. This is more for investors, but even if you're living in the property and you want to create a basement apartment to rent it out, that's a guide that I created with our architect here in the Niagara region. And it has some useful information to consider if you're looking down that path. I hope you found this video helpful to navigate donerealestate.com. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, if you need help setting up a saved search, or if you have any questions about navigating the real estate market here in Niagara. There's a link in the description below to book a 15-minute call. So, whatever your question is, feel free to schedule a time that works for you, and I'd be happy to get on the phone and have a quick conversation to discuss. Until next time, all the best. Take care.